my colors were like.
We pretend that we're listening to music, and I'll put the music later.
Okay.
Hi kiddos, welcome back to my channel. Well, I actually planned this video as a vlog, but that was not what ended up happening. Yes, when I started to think about this video, I actually thought of a vlog, some compilations of scenes from my day-to-day life that will talk about my experience reading the newest book from Emily Henry, Book Lovers. But that was not how it happened. I actually started this video while being in Newcastle and finished it at the end of my holidays in Vegas. You might be wondering, why does someone take that many days to finish it? Or how the book can change a trip? Well, if you want to know the answer, just keep on watching. Book Lovers is the newest book by Emily Henry. She's also the author of Beach Read and People We Meet on Vacation, some of the books that you have heard of so much, I bet, on YouTube and TikTok. Book Lovers tells the story of Nora, a literary agent who works with her sister and decides to make a trip to Sunshine Falls in North Carolina. She's seeking some transformation to become the main character in her own story. In the meantime, she keeps on bumping into Charlie Lastra, a book editor who eventually will be the main love interest in the story. But yeah, with that being said, the book is full of great quotes, and I thought that those quotes are actually my favorite part of the story. And I want to talk to you about my journey and my holidays while sharing these quotes with you. The first one is, a good bookstore is like an airport where you don't have to take your shoes off. I started to film this video while being in Newcastle, just 2 days before we start our journey. And these were my thoughts back then. Okay, a quick update. I've just been reading Book Lovers and I just want to give my review of these first few chapters that I've been reading. Basically, I'm loving this book, like this interaction that they have, the characters of Nora and Charlie seems so genuine, and what I'm loving the most is the whole sense of humor that the book carries throughout it. In every chapter, I think like there's not been like any chapter I think that I haven't been laughing, because they're so funny, and the two main characters, they're grumpy, and usually in this type of trope when they go like from rivals to lovers, there's always like something in the middle when there's like one of them, the grumpy one, and the other one is kind of like the ray of sunshine. But in this case, they're both grumpy and ironic, and I think that that provides such a fresh environment to the whole story that I'm absolutely loving it, and I think that you're going to love it too. I think I'm halfway through the book. I'm like 52% on my Kindle. I think that you're going to love it too. It's super funny so far. At this point, I was really invested in the book and find the character really relatable and funny. So funny. But the quote was actually about flying, so that's what we're going to do now. How you feel, Nick?
Scared for security.
Quote number 2. Maybe it's possible to have more than one home. Maybe it's possible to belong in 100 different ways to 100 different people and places. Our trip to Vegas started with a fun road trip to the Grand Canyon, something that has been on my bucket list since I saw Crossroads. Yeah, now you can judge me.
Let's go, girls.
One of the things that Book Lovers talks about is relationships, but not only the love relationships, but friendship as well. And as someone who never felt like belonging to my own family, I always looked for people that would be home. And somehow, being 1,000 miles away from where I was born, I felt like I was with my family. In the book, Nora laughs, fights, and cries with her sister, and that was something I felt really connected on this trip. Carrie Pratchett in A Hat Full of Sky wrote, "Why do you go away? So that you can come back. so that you can see the place you come from with new eyes and extra colors, and that people there see you differently too. Coming back to where you started is not the same as never leaving. The value is in what you're doing. Oftentimes, we miss the idea of home more than the actual home itself. Equally, a key part of traveling itself is the homeward journey. Remember that fact as you sit there missing it. You will get there soon enough. And when you do, you will have changed to the point where home will feel like a different place, a totally different place. Quote number 3. The last page ache. The deep breath in after you've set the book aside. After a week in Vegas, partying at EDC, it was impossible not to feel nostalgia when we had to go home. But that is a part of it as well. To enjoy a moment so much that you want to stay there longer. So now, I'm really looking forward for the next trip. As you can tell, like for everything that you've been seeing during this video, yes, I absolutely love this book. I give it like 5 stars because I think that it's the type of book that you will need if you are looking for a romance story. And not only that, but also a book about relationships and like how much we need that type of connections in our lives, and also to have a passion that drives us through life, because I think that life without passion kind of like doesn't make sense. For me, the only way of living is like to have something that makes you go throughout the day, because not every day is going to be beautiful or nice, but also it's going to be full of lessons and things that you might want to change. But the only thing that will keeps you going is the fact that you feel passionate about what you do. Yes, I absolutely recommend this book, and I hope that you have enjoyed this video. And if you do, just give it a thumbs up and just subscribe so this channel keeps on growing. Thank you for coming with me on this journey, and I will see you on my next video. Mwah.